Hi, Natalie.
Hi Lucy, how are you doing?
Good. How about you?
Got me a cold, but
Oh, that's too
that's
bad.
okay. These things happen.
Well, I just recovered from one. I know how bad that feels. Yeah. Yeah, but thank you
Tis the
for
season, right?
offering meeting with me when you feel so under the
Sure.
weather. Um,
So, I guess here's where I'm coming from, and I've kind of tried to speak about this before, but I'll make another attempt. Um, so, in general, with a program like ours, volunteers are kind of like fish in a stream. They swim by, they hang out for a while, and eventually you have to let them go. And that's great. It's actually the only way the program works because we have to keep on bringing in new volunteers, training new people, letting them flow through the program. If we pick one group of volunteers and keep them for 20 years, then we don't spread our training and our skills as widely as we want to. Um, that said, we try to be flexible and try to kind of let volunteers hang out for as long as the program is working for them, you know? Um, and we know that things happen, and it can be that you get just kind of fatigued listening to other people's problems, and you just, or it could be that the fit was never right, or it could be that life happens and other commitments get in the way. But in general, whenever someone's been away for more than a few months, we kind of say, okay, thank you for your service, um, and uh, and we'll part ways. So what happened with you is you had to go take care of family, right? And that definitely happens, and that was the right decision. We never would want you to say, no, don't take care of your family. Come talk to strangers for us instead. And so I tried really hard to figure out an exception, how it is we could bring you back because you were still interested, um, but honor the fact that after it's been a few months, the skills get stale. You start to forget um, what you say in these conversations. You start to forget the training. You start to forget what the rules are and why those rules are in place. And so I kind of tried to set up a system for you, like tailored to you, about kind of another mini mentoring. And that went badly, right? You did not have a good experience. You did not enjoy it. And you didn't, you ended up with deep concerns about the people and the process. Um, so that kind of tells me that I'm right to just say once the volunteer's been gone for a few months, we let them go. So in general, like that's going to be our rule. That's what we're going to do. Is if a volunteer's been gone for more than a few months, we're going to say thank you for the time that you gave us. We wish you well in whatever your next thing is. So that's the main reason that I'm not going to bring you back, and it's a sufficient reason. It's a real reason. It's not the only reason. The other thing that is true is that you and our program are not in harmony. We work very, very, very hard to tell lots of people in lots of ways that you have deep concerns about our people and our process and our program, and I choose to believe you. So I listened to those concerns as carefully as I could. I made the changes I was willing to make, and we've already agreed to disagree about the rest. All of that is fine. But at the end of the day, you can't represent a program that you're not in harmony with. It's not fair to either one of us.
yeah, thank you for sharing this with me. You know, I think that's why I choose to volunteer because I know I can expect it with the aging parents and other things. I have to be flexible, so I don't want to commit to something like you do, right? It's not a job. So that's why I kind of appreciate I get the training so I can pick whenever I can do the work. And I feel actually this really make me feel I'm making contribution. So yeah, you said the training you offered to me. I actually, I really appreciate that opportunity. I always want to learn, and you can tell my second language. I always feel there's a lot more I can practice, and so I appreciate that. I don't think I actually I think I had a good time with Leslie and what's her name? Um, Sorry, I'm so bad with names. My two mentors. Yeah, so I think we had a good time with both of them. I really appreciate we can work on cases together. I've been looking forward to those kind of opportunities for a long time. So I don't think that went bad. But I do think at the end I still wasn't clear what's expected, what I should improve on. So I think that's why I kind of trying to communicate. But I think the reason I'm kind of talking to people because I was really shocked when I feel my account just disactivated without letting me know. So I wasn't honestly I'm not sure what else. I just feel so I really want to. I think this I put in so much effort, and I also really care about the people who are calling. So that's why I put in so much time. So I just really want to learn, want to our community be in harmony, be safe. So yeah, that's why I'm doing this, and also actually that's what I learned from this program. I feel we all want to be open-minded, right? We are just human beings. We all make mistakes. So I think the important thing is just be transparent, willing to learn. So I just assume, you and Marcia and everyone in the program, we're supposed to kind of role model, demonstrate that kind of humility, patience, the listening skills. That's why I'm kind of feel because that kind of confidence. That's why I'm trying to communicate to everyone to make sure I'm on the same page. If there's anything I need to learn, I'm totally willing to. So I think for me, it's really just feel. I know there's volunteers come and go, but I think just you yourself, right? You volunteered, you stayed, then you even step into, take it as a job and then move on. So I think that's great. I'm not saying I can do that, the same thing, but I do admire your commitment. So I'm volunteering at many other places. Every program, most of the time, the volunteers, most of them, after training, they're just gone, right? Disappear. There's always a few. If you found the passion there, they stayed. So I think this one's definitely one of them. I just think, all the training, I just feel so great. I feel like I just feel like my brain suddenly kind of, lots of things start to make sense and make me feel so much better when I communicate with people. As I said, not only language, but also my engineer background, because my communication always kind of hard because I was too logic, maybe that's the reason I'm kind of very logic, very straight, and maybe also without the language skills make things sometimes I don't know. I feel like sometimes maybe I got misunderstood. So I always waiting. Okay, see, I'm here. Whenever we need to talk more to clarify, I'm ready. So that's why I'm here again. So I just feel I understand that's lots of volunteers. That's what they do, but that's not me. I really care about. I just feel every time I talk to the people, I can totally resonate with them. I feel so. It's just important for me to. Just feel it's hard for me to drop the ball. Somewhere in the middle. So anyway, that's all I kind of. My whole purpose is that it's about learning. It's about caring about the community around me. So I hope could have more time. We can talk more. That's like the in the cases, right, I talk with other people. So that's why I think like even within the group, we can all just dive into cases. Don't have much time to talk to each other. If that's where the miscommunication happens. So I just really want to understand. When you said my skill was rusty or maybe something had changed, I'm totally want to learn, but still not quite sure what exactly I need to improve on. So that's what I want to hear. And also I'm first of all, congratulations, now you're the manager. So I also want to learn your vision of BCRC. I think it's really really important. It BCRC serves a very important role in the city, especially at the current. I kind of try to avoid reading those kind of political news to it's kind of too disturbing, but still I think it's important locally, that immediate neighbors, we can really communicate and live in harmony. So that's actually just all I want to do. So can you just explain a little bit more, like your vision and what exactly you think I should do better?
Yeah, it's not, when I was speaking before, I was speaking generally. Any single person who walks away from this for a long time has a hard time coming back. Every single person does. It's not you specific. So it's not that I've done a deep dive on your cases and talked about your skills. It's in general, once a time has passed, it's just, it's hard to jump back in. And so I don't have a specific tutorial to offer you. The path that's open to you with our program right now is that you can keep coming to our trainings and events. We can try to train you as a facilitator, but I'm not going to revisit the going back to cases at this point.
Yeah, but I just feel that because I went through the training, right? I know after like a half year, I may my language get a little bit kind of not that fluent, but I think I get the whole. Actually, I think I'm now so much better than before. I was kind of lingering on those courses for a long time. Now I kind of get, learning from you and many other conciliators. I feel, oh yeah, now I get the line. I can see, also the training, right? When I kind of realize it's not going somewhere, then I can know where I should kind of redirect, make it more productive. So I think although I was away for half a year, just take care of my mom, but I'm still have more experience than any new, volunteers, right? I think from my mind, actually, I'm much more mature than before. Actually, I feel like even taking a break gave me a time to kind of sort out my, the way how I do things. I feel like I can do even better. So that's what
Lucy, I really appreciate your enthusiasm. I really appreciate the time that you've given the program and the efforts that you've put in. And at this point, we're making room for new volunteers.
Okay, all right, I accept that. So you don't just feel generally without any specific, but you just feel I'm not a good fit for the program. Is that right?
It's just the it's just the amount of time that's passed, and I've talked to you before about kind of a general sense that you tend to embrace P1's vision a little too much and have a really hard time hearing a no from a P2. That's the only specific thing that comes to mind if you're asking for specifics in general, but that's very specific to our program. That's about being a neutral conciliator person. I think you would make an amazing counselor or an amazing life coach. I think that there are directions you can take this training that will be a better fit for you.
So can you give me an example, like which one you think I kind of take on the P1 side?
I didn't do research into your cases before having this phone call, so
Oh, but I
I'm
mean,
not
even
going
if
to,
you,
I'm not going, I, I have looked at your cases before. My memory is that general sense of over time that, um, that, you had a hard time letting go when a P2 was kind of saying they've reached the end of what they're willing to do or the conversations they're willing to have, that it's been hard for you to let go of that. But that's just a general memory and recollection that I have because I didn't try to read all your cases. I'm not going to try to do it in front of you right now.
oh no, yeah,
But
yeah.
to the extent that you're asking for specific, that's the one that comes to mind. But it's not that I'm trying to do a deep dive on this exact minute was you did the right thing and this exact minute you did the wrong thing, because the truth is that our program operates on trust, right? 99% of the conversations you had alone, and the only thing we know about them is the notes that you chose to share.
Yeah, exactly. I feel that's a huge trust. And I try to put in as much note I can. So we can, actually, always willing to share notes, even someone listening my call, so I can know, get some feedback from peers. Yeah, so that's kind of, if you can tell me exactly which case give you that kind of impression, I'll be really happy to to learn. What I can improve. Yeah.
I really appreciate your willingness to learn, and at this point, since we're moving on to other volunteers, it doesn't feel like that's going to be something that's going to change the outcome of this conversation.
Okay. Yeah. No, that's no problem. So also, can you just sounds like you're kind of changing the vision of BCRC somehow. Is that right?
No, our vision is and always has been to increase the problem-solving capacity of our community,
Hmm.
and so I still embrace that fully.
Oh, great. Yeah, I just feel that that's what I've been kind of um that's my vision too. I kind of feel that's the right way to do. With all these things. That's why I kind of sometimes, taking that. I know the people, it takes time for them to really even listen to themselves, right? It takes time. Yeah, so that's why I feel like I'm willing to spend the time to help people to be heard.
You have been. You've given so many hours. You really have.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
I don't want you to take this as a criticism. I just want you to take it as the end of our natural time together.
Okay. Yeah, but I just feel like without knowing exactly what I did wrong or what I should do better, it feel kind of the loop is not closed.
I think that you have skills to take forward. I really do. I think you have a lot of skills, and um, I have seen your effort. I have seen your dedication. I have seen those things, um, and we're still where we are.
Okay, so you think I like just like some cases, I should just have closed it. When it's take too long.
We've had conversations about that before,
Mm-hmm.
but
I just wonder if that's the reason you think I.
that's part of it. Sure. Part of it is in general that ours is not a program that can afford 100 hours on a conflict. It just isn't.
So, but I mean, I think I always ask you like when is the time I should close the case, but because you always told me there's no timeline. I can take as long as I think there's progress. So that's kind of why what kind of guided me. I feel there's as long as they are willing to talk to me, they are I feel there's making progress. So I just keep it
So
open.
that does match. Like I'm still owning. I still haven't forgotten all of the things that you said about the ways this program isn't working for you. So I don't think that I'm going to be able to build a program that is in harmony with your vision for it.
Oh,
Because
so sorry,
there are
exactly.
too many different places where you disagree with us. And
So
you've
can you
said those
see which
places.
one? Yeah, okay, that's great to know. So which one do you think I said that make you feel that's
This is the engineer versus the mediator. I don't have a blueprint to give you, Lucy. I don't have a specific blueprint to give you. We've reached as far as we're gonna be able to go.
oh, but I just feel kind of really, as we, know that we all want to get to the fact, right? To make sure, I just want to know what exactly I did, either when doing with the cases or when I talk with, the BCRC and the city. So what exactly I said you disagree with? I think that'd be really helpful for me to change.
I just don't think it would be helpful for me. There are many, many places where your perspective and your memory differs from mine. And what I've learned about conflict over time is that you can't actually make people have a shared vision of the past. Sometimes there's just an agree to disagree.
No, I know that's, but I think, I mean, can you give me some exact thing happened? I just feel it's very general. It's a opinion, right? Your opinion, but I just
It's
want to,
general.
yeah, but
Yes,
exactly.
things that I have to offer you are general.
Yeah, so I just, but it can be, it's helpful when it can get to the, be precise, right? The concrete, the fact, what actually happened or I said that makes you get to this conclusion.
I don't see enough side to that conversation. I'm sorry.
Well, I just feel it's kind of really the first time because I volunteer in many places. I just feel this is the first time I feel I didn't meet the expectation. So I'm very disappointed. So I kind of that I do the same thing when I volunteer.
It's really not about meeting expectations or not meeting expectations. It's about we give the skills we can, you use them for a time, you then look for other places in your life that you can apply those skills. That's our model.
So now, from now, you're going to set a limit, like how many years a volunteer can stay. That's
I'm gonna set a limit for how long a volunteer can walk away and still be allowed back.
oh okay.
That's a limit I'm going to set.
Oh okay. So how many years did you volunteer at BCRC before become a full-time employee?
I volunteered for 4 years,
Oh
but I didn't walk away.
yeah, but I mean, volunteers. There's many of volunteers. They just like I said, volunteer because we need that flexibility. So I don't feel.
You do. You have the flexibility, but once there's a certain amount of time that's passed between when you've been able to volunteer for us, and you're not the only person, and you're not the first person, and you're not the last person that I've told this to. That there are plenty of people I've said, look, it's been a year, your skills are rusty, we have to make room for new volunteers, we wish you well. It's not a unique conversation.
But I just don't feel I walked away because I told you I was, I had to take care of my mom. So
You did.
yeah,
That was the right priority to have.
yeah. So I just feel like I didn't really. First of all, I don't feel. I just feel still confused. I didn't really walk away. I just feel I need to really. That's the whole purpose of volunteering, and also, I just don't. I still don't understand where's my skill that you think is rusted or that's not meeting the whatever standard you have now. So that's really disappointing to me.
I'm really sorry to disappoint you, and I don't think I have an answer to offer you that's gonna give you the satisfaction and the level of specificity that you're looking for. But it's not a blueprint kind of a conversation.
Oh, so basically, it sounds like just because you think I stayed too long for the program, then you just want to get new, fresh blood to train. No.
Yes, I don't have more hours to put towards um, to put towards this conversation, I have to make room for new volunteers. Yes.
Okay, so all right, so sounds like lots of volunteers have to go now. Then like Art or I don't know. There's many others have been there a long time, right? I think they're even longer than me, right?
I'm not gonna go through the tenure of all of our volunteers with you, so you have to smell it.
Sorry, what was that?
I'm not going to try to look at the exact number of months that every volunteer has volunteered with us. It's not a comparison that's useful to me.
Yeah, but anyway, the whole purpose of today, the conversation today, I would just want to understand the exact reason. But sounds like, but now what I hear is just the you are going to set the limit of time, how long a volunteer can stay in the program, then just let it go. Is that right?
In general, while we try to be flexible, once a volunteer has stopped working on cases for more than, say, 2 or 3 months, we're going to say, thank you for the time that you gave us, and we wish you luck.
Well, I just feel that's kind of strange to me because I think, usually the volunteer after practicing on cases, the experience actually is most valuable, right? For me, at the beginning, I would make so many mistakes at calls. I think I feel I got all these things kind of sorted out, like in my brain. There's things what I should do, when I should say, try to redirect. I feel like I feel my experience is kind of, I know what I'm doing. So
do you want a role where you continue to get invited to trainings and events and where you possibly have a future opportunity to facilitate, or would you rather we kind of say goodbye totally at this point?
Well, as I said, I still believe the vision of BCRC. So as I said, I just want to keep learning and keep making contributions. So I just want to get something concrete I can
we'll keep inviting you. We'll keep inviting you to the places where we're able to.
Yeah, I just don't understand. Did I make some assumption that I'm giving up on the program, or what did I do make you have that impression though?
I've given you the best explanation I have, and it's not one that's working for you. Having given you my very, very best and most careful explanation, if it's not working for you, I don't have another different, better one that I'm pulling back from them.
You mean that's all you can explain about the decision?
I've given you what I can. It's the length of time. It's the fact that we're not in harmony. It's the general sense that right now is a time when we're gearing up in a really big way to try to train new volunteers. It's all of the things. It's not any one thing.
Well, okay, but anyway, so I feel if you come up with anything when you have time, like more concrete, like this case, you did this, you should have closed it early, or you should have done differently, please let me know. I think that's very helpful. Or if you said, what you said this time for this kind of issue, we're not in harmony. Also, please let me know. Just when you have time to figure out all these details, I think that would be very helpful. Otherwise, I just feel, I still feel I spend so much time into this program. I want to know what I should do better next time. So if you can help me with that, that'll be great.
Well, we've reached the time that we have for today, so I am sorry that we're leaving with a bad taste in your mouth. I'm sorry that I wasn't able to give you everything you were looking for in this conversation.
Well, that's great. I
hope you have a lovely holiday season, and I really do wish you well.
Thank you. You too. I appreciate your time today. Okay,
Thanks.
all right. Okay,
Bye.
bye.